Black vs. Blue, God vs. Man, Night vs. Day. Who's your money on?
Everyone stand back, please. Stand back. It's all right. Nothing to get worried about.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things we want to see in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. While the trailers have only scratched the surface for what we're going to see in the film, this list will compile all of the most anticipated references, cameos, and events we hope to see.
You gonna die tonight or what?
Figure I will.
Number 10. Kryptonite.
Bingo.
What would a battle against the Man of Steel be without this elusive green rock? The inclusion of Kryptonite in this movie would not only even the odds, but open up the possibilities for a whole bunch of other comic book driven items to appear. Throughout Superman's history, the glowing green mineral has been used as a vehicle to power a whole host of weapons that are more than likely to pop up.
Little souvenir from the old hometown. I've spared no expense to make you feel right at home.
In Frank Miller's 1986 comic book miniseries The Dark Knight Returns, we saw Batman create artificial kryptonite that helped him get an edge on the Man of Steel.
It wasn't easy to make, Clark. It took years and cost a fortune. Luckily, I had both.
Number 9. Joker cameo.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
We would love to see the Clown Prince of Crime invited to this party. References in the trailers have hinted that the Joker's appearance may be a possibility, giving room for some classic Batman vs. Joker scenes.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left?
We all know that the Caped Crusader is at his best when confronted by his arch-nemesis. And through piecing together some very key aspects in the footage revealed, the two most certainly have a lot of catching up to do. Let's not forget that Superman has never been a fan of the villain either.
That's why I like you, Superman. You're much more gullible than...
Number 8. Lex Luthor's war suit.
I'm perfectly fine, as anyone can see.
If this billionaire plans on joining in the action, he's bound to come well prepared. Lex Luthor has never been a man that relied on his brawn to resolve conflicts, which is where his vast affluence and tech background comes into play.
Because I know evil!
Lex has only ever been able to stand toe-to-toe with Superman with the aid of his war suit, as it can emit kryptonite blasts, the superhero's Achilles heel. Given all its various capabilities, it would be a treat to see none other than Jesse Eisenberg piloting the menacing machine.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Number 7. Zack Snyder's interpretation of Gotham. With the creation of the new DC Cinematic Universe comes the new vision for the well-known characters and locations. Bruce Wayne City has commonly been one of the more fleshed-out locations in the DC Universe, making it one of the more anticipated places to see embellished on the big screen. More importantly, this city will undoubtedly be seen in future Batman films, so we would love to see a sneak peek at its modern design and see how it stacks up to the previous Batman films.
Valiant effort last night by Batman. Harvey Two-Face is still at large and extremely dangerous.
Number 6. Pay respects to The Dark Knight Returns.
This is between you and me.
True comic book fans will recognize the similarities between this and Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns.
God versus man.
While Zack Snyder has gone on record to state that this movie won't be a direct adaptation of that story, we're all still hoping to see the director pay homage to the legendary comic and keep it in the back of his mind. We know that Batman will be using a powered batsuit, but what else does Snyder have in mind to acknowledge Miller's masterpiece? Number 5. Equal screen time for both heroes. In a superhero film as huge as this one, it can be quite easy to stray away from the original intention. Apart from the film attempting to introduce Batman as the main protagonist, it will also be making an effort to establish other characters, and while we're sure their inclusions are vital, let's not forget whose names are in the title.
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men cruel.
Seeing this is neither a Batman movie nor a Man of Steel sequel, we're hoping neither hero overshadows the other.
Well, when it all goes south, don't count on me to save you.
I won't. I know you pretty well, too.
Number 4. Wonder Woman's origin.
You know, Artemis, I found myself saying a little prayer for you last night.
You may think you know DC's Princess Diana of Themyscira, but her origin will undoubtedly be modernized for this darker, more serious adventure. This will be the heroine's first debut on the big screen, making it a huge opportunity for Warner Bros. Studios to get her origin story right the first time.
This contest will determine the most capable among you to be our emissary to the outside world. Fight with honor!
Actress Gal Gadot also now bears the huge responsibility to do the character justice in this movie, as she has to hold her own in a solo film set to be released in 2017. Number 3. Assembling the Justice League of America.
So, what can you do?
What's a major superhero film without a major superhero team? Warner Bros. And DC Comics both want what Marvel got with the Avengers, and we want to see a Justice League movie done right. The subtitle, Dawn of Justice, already hints at a Justice League movie, and what better place to begin than with Batman vs. Superman? Casting for most of the Justice League has already been revealed, giving us a vague idea of what it's going to look like.
What's your hurry, Flash?
Number 2. Ben Affleck, surprise us. Batman fans take their hero's casting very seriously, putting Ben Affleck's upcoming portrayal of the Dark Knight under the microscope. While many were in dismay after it was announced that Affleck would be donning the cowl, his flawlessly consistent scowly face in the trailers has warmed a few people up to the idea of Affleck Batman. There is still much more needed to be seen to make a proper deliberation, making it all the more important that he give us a performance of the Dark Knight that we can all get behind.
Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
Before we unveil our top pick for the number 1 thing we want to see in Batman vs. Superman, here are a few honorable mentions.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S.
Number 1. Batman crushes Superman. But Batman's just a human. How's he supposed to take on an overpowered being like Superman? To be honest, we're not quite sure either, but we're more than excited to see it all go down. Being one of the most infamous crime fighters to ever exist doesn't come without its perks.
Vehicle approaching from the west. Something's huge.
Batman is exceptionally more skilled, tactful, and cutthroat, which can easily put Superman at a disadvantage, despite his vastly superior strength. Hey, we're not saying Batman's gonna win here, but we're pretty certain that we're gonna at least find out if the Man of Steel can bleed.
In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Do you agree with our list?
Classified information.
What can you not wait to see in Batman vs. Superman? For more combative top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Do you bleed? You will.